It's time for the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Now here's your host, Pat DiSabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat DiSabato from the Southtown Star newspaper, and we are at Lamont High School, home of the Indians, and our guest is going to be Lamont football coach Eric Michelson. Talk about a tremendous coach. In 11 seasons here, 102-26 career mark, including 9 straight playoff appearances, 6 straight seasons of at least 10 wins and advancing to the quarterfinals, at least to the quarterfinals the last 6 years. In 2007 and 2008, the Indians advanced to the Class 6A state championship. They're coming off an exciting 23-19 victory over Richards last week in the second round of 6A. Rallied from a 13-0 deficit at Richards to win that game. Very impressive. Now they go out to, they're the Road Warriors here. They got to travel to Oak Forest Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Huge game, huge quarterfinal game, so I'll be there. Be there, be square. Before we go to this Beggar's Pizza timeout, I got to give a shout-out to the Swallock family, my buddy Mark, his wife Laura, a.k.a. Woodrow, and their 3 boys, Kyle, Nick, and Jake the Snake. So hi to those guys. All right, we're going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. We return. Lamont football coach Eric Michelson will be our guest. Stay tuned.
For over 30 years, Beggar's Pizza has been delivering you great pizza your whole family will love. But don't forget, it's not only our award-winning thin, stuffed, and deep dish pizza. We have great pasta, salads, desserts, sandwiches, and more. Our meals are prepared with the finest ingredients available, making sure you go home happy every time. Whether it's your team's victory bash, a birthday party, or just a nice night out of the kitchen, enjoy a great Beggar's Pizza at home or dine in at one of our many Chicagoland locations.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Hello and welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Our guest this week, Lamont football coach Eric Michelson. Eric, thanks for coming on board again.
Thanks for having me.
Old friend of ours, jumps on about every year around this time. You know, you're a perennial power in these playoffs, and the Indians are at Oak Forest, a little rematch action from earlier in the season. But what's amazing, Eric, is the fact that you guys are sitting in the quarterfinals again, the 6A quarterfinals again for the 6th straight season. What's the secret to your success?
You know what? We've been lucky here at Lamont. We've had some really good players who have bought into to our program and willing to work hard. The coaches that I've had have been with me. Most of them have been with me the whole time that I've been here. So that continuity.
Yep.
You put that combination together along with. You know, the teams that we've played in the playoffs and when we've played them, and health of our players, and you know, all that stuff comes together.
Yep. But it's amazing though. I mean, you guys have not had that, you know, for lack of a better word, that one and done situation. Or you guys consistently get to the quarters and further. As you know, a couple years ago, you guys advanced to the state championship twice. So I mean, kudos to you guys, man, because you guys have done an unbelievable job of when the playoffs come, your team meets expectations and exceeds expectations in some cases.
Well, I appreciate that, and you know, it's the hard work of the kids, and the guys that I work with are really, really good football coaches.
Okay, well, entering this season, Eric, and you look back at it, do you think this team has exceeded expectations, or is this what you kind of expected from this group? I mean, you guys are sitting 10-1 right now.
You know, it's every year is different. We pretty much set the same goals for the program every year. You know, first off, we want to make the playoffs, and then secondly, if we can, to win conference and then win as many games as we possibly can. So as far as expectations, you know, we'd sure like to win another game.
Yeah.
You know, we always talk to the kids about once you get to the playoffs, go as far as you possibly can. So it'd be nice if we were to be able to win this Saturday and be able to play next week.
Yep. Well, what's been the key? I mean, obviously you got those two big boys on the line, Timmy McCullough and Ethan Posick. You've had a tremendous running back this year. Chris Giatris has done a great job running the ball for you. And Zach Brasso, is that how you say it? Brasso. Zach Brasso at quarterback. He had a big game for you last week against Richards. But what has been the key to this team?
I think one of the keys to the team was after we lost to the TF South, we lost that game at homecoming. We brought the kids together and started talked about the fact that it didn't seem like we were as close a team as we possibly could be. Okay. And everybody kind of did their job, and nobody got excited for each other. And since that game, I think that we've had more of a camaraderie, more of the offense. Happy when the defense causes a turnover. Defense happy when the offense, gets first downs and moves the chains and scores. And I think more of that kind of brotherhood or family feel. I think it's come closer.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, the one question I get asked the most about your opposing coaches is when we talk about your football program, we're like, where does Lamont grow these offensive linemen? So what's the deal with these guys?
We've been lucky. So maybe it's the Lamont water, but the Posicks are two pretty big kids, and we're pretty lucky that they live in Lamont.
Yeah, and McAuliffe's a nice-sized kid.
McAuliffe,
and David Moak, right?
Yeah, David Moak, but I don't know that any of them are as big as the Posicks are.
Right, no, those are big. Those are big boys, man. And we should imagine David Moak would graduate. When 2008?
I think he graduated in 7, and so his last season would have been 06.
Okay, and David Moak now on the San Diego Chargers roster, 53-man roster, and that's exciting. And you actually said he actually showed up here during the season.
Yeah, it was one of the highlights of the season for me was that Dave came on their bye week, on the Chargers bye week. He came to the game. So here's a 23, 24-year-old. Professional football player on a Friday night, and what does he do? He comes back to watch the high school, his high school play, and cheer for him, and talk to his coaches, and just a great experience for us.
That's outstanding, man. That's a tribute to you coaches. I mean, when the kids come back, obviously you've made some good memories and you've instilled some values into those kids. So credit to your coaching staff. And behind us, we should mention this isn't Lamont Indians. These are the Lamont Hornets behind us, the varsity team for the Lamont Hornets, the feeder program. You're the primary feeder program for, and they've got a big game. They're playing for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're playing in the Super Bowl this Sunday, I believe, against Ottawa.
Yeah. So this program, what has it meant to the school? I mean, having this type of program, funneling kids into your program.
Oh, I mean, the Hornet program has been an excellent program for years. Many of our best players have come from that program.
Yep.
They come to the high school and they're ready to play football. Yep. So it's been a huge advantage for us.
And we should mention too, you have another feeder program, St. Pat's.
Yeah.
Right?
St. Pat's, St. Al's parish in town. And they also have their newer program, but they've been having a lot of great success, and we've been getting a lot of their kids coming to Lamont as well.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, folks, we're going to go to Elisa Thomas Salon timeout. Remember, go to lisathomassalon.com. Kids, $17 if you're a boy, flash your student ID. For a haircut, $27 for a girl. Just show your ID. Lisa Thomas Salon will have you looking your best. All right, folks, we go to this timeout. More with Eric Michelson from Lamont High School. Stay tuned.
Teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood. We can help you reach your financial goals. To learn about products like Check Free, our super secure service that saves you time and money and makes it easy to pay your bills online, visit standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is the place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bona Pit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar or call ahead for pickup. Bona Pit in Palos Heights. Hi, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we are at Lamont High School. Coach Eric Michelson is our guest, and the Indians, big game, Saturday night, 7 o'clock at Oak Forest, a rematch from earlier in the season, a game I was at, 17-14 victory, last second victory by the Indians. But before we get to that game, let's talk a little bit about last week's game against Richards. So, right off the bat, their first two possessions, they're up 13-0. What are you thinking? And it's in Oak Lawn, so it's at Richards. They already had a ton of momentum going into the game, and then they hit for those two big plays. What's going through your mind, and what do you tell your team?
You know, I'm real lucky here at the high school because the kids never quit. But we kept talking to them. You know, hey, let's just stick with it, stay the course, keep playing hard. Good things will happen.
Yeah.
And you know, I think the kids bought into it. We got a couple of breaks, and you know, we were lucky enough to get the game.
Now, Richards turned the ball over 5 times, and that's a recipe for disaster. I know you guys turned it over a few times, but what's the message? Because, you know, to be able to advance to the quarters 6 straight years, obviously you're not shooting yourselves in the foot. Is there something that you guys really stress to the kids come playoff time more than you do during the regular season, or is it something that you instill in these kids from day one?
You know, we work all season on causing turnovers. If you were to, you know, come to our summer practices, our August practices, we're practicing tackling and we're practicing causing turnovers all the time.
Yeah.
So that's something that's an emphasis. It's something that we work on. It's something that we drill every day. Yep. And offensively, we're doing just the opposite. We're working on making sure that we protect the ball. We're making sure that we're making good decisions. And I think that those are the things that probably have helped us to, you know, have a positive plus and minus when it comes to turnovers.
Turnovers, huh? All right, well, the Bengals, when you guys played them earlier in the season, like we mentioned, Joe Heher, big field goal to win the game, 17-14 at Oak Forest. You're going back there Saturday night. When you look back on that first meeting between you two, and you look at this Oak Forest team, I'm sure you saw some tape or you were at the game when they played Shepherd. Is this a lot different Oak Forest team from what you see, or is it primarily the same thing you're looking at? Are they play with more confidence or what?
Yeah, when we played Oak Forest, they were banged up.
You banged them up though. You knocked out Barry.
Well, yeah, and that's a shame because he's a tremendous player. But their quarterback was just coming back.
Yep.
And you know that's a big part of it. And what I've seen since then is that they've become an offensive machine. Their quarterback is back. He shares a position now with the kid that was there before him, and I think they're both tremendous athletes. The guy that replaced Barry,
Ben Santiago.
Yeah, he's fast. He hits the hole. Their line is solid. Their wings are tremendous, and the part that is still just as good, if not better, in my opinion, is the Oak Forest defense. Yeah. They're physical. They're fast. They fly around. Their 2 safeties are 2 of the best players in our conference. And that's not shortchanging anybody else on the defense. I mean, those 2 kids come down, and they will pop you.
Yeah.
And their linebackers, you know, Coach Thornmeyer does an awesome job with his defense.
Yeah. And I like what you guys did last week against Richards, and I don't know if it was because you were forced into that situation, because you were trailing by 2 touchdowns, but you threw the ball more often than you generally do. And I think when, you know, a team's watching you like Oak Forest was, I'm sure, you know, that's got to throw something in their mind that, hey, this Lamont team, who generally, you know, Chris Giatris will get, you know, 25, 30 carries a game, and I still think he had a ton, but you know, you threw the ball quite a bit, so it kind of has to put something in your opponent's mind, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on our passing game. We work on it quite a bit, and this past week it was something that we felt that we needed to do in order to have some success.
Yeah.
And Zach and the receivers, I thought his receivers did a really nice job getting open and catching the ball.
Yeah.
And I thought that the offensive coaches did a really nice job of calling the game.
Yep. playing Oak Forest again in the quarters. Are you a fan of playing a team a second time during the season, or no?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I really think our conference is a good conference. The coaches in the conference do a great job, and it would be much more preferable to me if we were playing Oak Forest further down the road.
Yeah.
Than having us play each other in the quarterfinals.
Yep.
That's the way the IHSA does it, and that's what we'll have to live with.
Well, the one thing I've always noticed through the years, and we should mention that you're a proud 81 grad of this school, is that freshman and sophomore teams generally are not very successful. I'll see some 3 and 6s, 4 and 5, 2 and 7, and by the time they get to the varsity, though, man, it's Katie bar the door. What is your philosophy with the lower levels?
Our philosophy is that we're going to teach them Lamont football. So if you were to come to a freshman game, Thursday night or a Saturday morning game, what you would see is you'd see them running our varsity offense, you'd see them running our varsity defense. We're going to try and get as many kids to play as possible. We're going to try and start 22 kids if we can. And, I think from that, we work the kids hard in the off season, and hopefully they start to develop. This year, for the first time, our sophomores were 8-1. So that was a real positive for those kids who the previous year as freshmen were 1-8.
Yeah.
So
wow, that's a huge turnaround.
It was a nice turnaround for them, and that's kind of the philosophy. And I got really good lower level coaches, experienced coaches who are like varsity coaches, like having other varsity coaches.
All right, well, Eric, it goes without saying you've done a tremendous job over here. I know 11 years. I mean, the career mark is ridiculous, 102 and 26, 9 straight playoff appearances, and it's just been a tremendous run for you, man. I know you take a little bit more pride being this is a school that you attended, right? I mean, it's got to be a thrill, man.
It's a great community. We get great support. We get great fan support, and it's a great school.
Yeah, great facilities.
Great facilities. Academically, it's a top-notch school, and it's a great place to work and live.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Lamont resident and you don't send your kid here, you should get your head checked. Because this place has it all. It's just an outstanding high school, man. So, all right, well, I'll be there Saturday night. I'm looking forward to it, my man.
Thank you.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and I know there's going to be a lot of people. So you guys want to get there a little bit early on Saturday night. That's 7 o'clock kickoff. You might want to get there about an hour before. All right, folks, get your cell phones out. A Vital Need text poll question of the week sponsored by Standard Bank. Answer the question correctly. You got a chance to win a $50 gift cards. Compliments of Standard Bank. Holidays around the corner, and you Lamont fans, it's going to have a little Lamont flavor to it, so you want to stick around for this. And then Coach of the Week, Players of the Week, all that good stuff. So stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Are you interested in bringing the most effective form of advertising to your small business? Introducing A Vital Need Marketing, bringing your business text marketing. Your business, your offers can be in front of your customers at a moment's notice. The most powerful way to communicate with your customers is text messaging.
To discuss this new, affordable way to reach your customers, call 630-205-7351 or go to avitalneed.com.
Looking for a lunch you won't soon forget? Check out the new Beggar's Lunch Buffet. Of course you'll find the great thin crust, stuffed crust, and deep dish Beggar's pizza you love, but our buffet goes even further. We have soups, salads, Italian beef, Italian sausage, pasta, and chicken. And don't forget about Beggar's famous cookie pizza for dessert. For only $7.95, it's an incredible deal. From 11 until 2, Monday through Friday, this is a can't-miss lunch that has something for everyone. So get to a Beggar's near you today.
Hello, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank Eric Michelson, Lamont football coach, for being our guest. Also like to give a shout out to Lamont Athletic Director John Young for the accommodations today as well. All right, folks, text poll question, Vital Need text poll question, sponsored by Standard Bank. Those Swallow boys better be out. They better be getting ready to answer this question. Chance to win $50. You guys can take me to, we go to lunch with the old man. We could maybe hit Nick's Tavern, pull that baby out. Help me out a little bit, all right? All right, here we go. Who will rush for more yards Saturday? Text A for Lamont, Chris Giatris. Or you can call Christos Giatris, whatever way you want to go with this. Or B for Oak Forest, Tyler Oosterbowski, okay? Texter number 5 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card from Standard Bank. Good luck. All right, results from last week. Class 6A, Oak Forest 69, Shepherd 29. I was at this game. Man, I'll tell you, the Bengals looked absolutely awesome. Tyler Oosterbowski, 6 carries, 168 yards, 3 TDs. Ben Santiago, 14 carries, 111 yards, 4 TDs. Kyle Hullinger, 6 carries, 80 yards and a score. Tommy Zale, 4 of 8, 139 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Up next, the Lamont Indians, Saturday night. That is going to be a classic. For Shepherd, Jimmy McClinton was 24 of 38, 310 yards and 4 TDs. Londell Lee, 14 catches, 215 yards and 4 TDs. Londell Lee, one of the best receivers in the area, bar none. Lamont 23, Richards 19. For Lamont, Zach Broso, 21 of 32, 249 yards and a TD. Chris Giatris, 25 carries, 81 yards and a score, and Connor O'Brien had a fumble recovery for the Indians, who are at Oak Forest Saturday night. For Richards, Hassan Muhammad Rogers, 6 of 16, 143 yards, 2 TDs. Both of those touchdown passes to Takari Carpenter, covering 48 and 54 yards. Creek Monee, 35, Richwoods 32. Richwoods thought they had this game won, folks. 32-21, and the Warriors rally for 2 late scores. Laquan Treadwell did everything but do the laundry. 6 catches, 84 yards. Also added 38 yards rushing and a TD. Had an interception return for a TD. Marcus Terrell, 16 of 29, 192 yards, 2 TDs. Up next, Creek Monee hosts Ottawa, 10-1 Ottawa on Saturday. Class 8A, Mount Carmel 41, Simeon 6. For the Caravan, Donnie Buckus, 7 carries, 82 yards and a touchdown. Also had 57 yards passing and two touchdowns. Vince Speller, 16 and 30-yard TD receptions for the Caravan. Matt Domer had a 12-yard TD run. Up next for the Caravan, they're going to Lions Saturday night. Class 7A, Lincoln East 24, Providence 14. For the Celtics, Brandon Price, 19 carries, 35 yards. Miles Boykin had 5 catches for 87 yards. For East, Tommy Feasel, 98 yards passing and a touchdown. He also had 84 yards rushing and a touchdown. Justin Corbett, 49-yard TD reception. Nick Colangelo, big game, 20 carries, 164 yards. Up next, Edwardsville, Saturday night. Downers Grove North, 29, Thornton 13. For Downers Grove North, Brandon Salter, 3-yard TD run. David Edwards had touchdown runs of 2 and 3 yards. And like we mentioned, up next, that's a typo. Downers Grove North. I'm blanking out on who they're playing, but they're playing. For Thornton, Joanne Brown hit Joanne Wesley on 2 92-yard touchdowns. The horses were out of the barn. It was 29-0 at that point, but a couple 92-yard touchdown passes, pretty impressive. Class 5A, Lincoln Way West, they keep just on going, baby. 31-15 victory over Canelan. For West, Levante Blackfull, 4 carries, 112 yards, 3 TDs. Justin Cook, 10 of 19, 102 yards and a TD. Javier Montalvo, 20 carries, 86 yards. And Nick Andrade, 9-yard TD reception. Up next, West is hosting Joliet Catholic Saturday, 1 o'clock. Joliet Catholic 42, Tinley Park 21. For Tinley Park, Christian Plummer had touchdown runs of 1 and 7 yards. Corey Doss had a 70-yard fumble return for a touchdown for the Titans. For JCA, Ty Isaac, 16 carries, 149 yards, 3 TDs. Michael Ivelo, 11 carries, 102 yards, a TD. Tyler Reitz, 13 carries, 67 yards, and a TD. In Class 4A, Evergreen Park 34, Richmond Burton 27. For EP, Brandon White, 20 carries, 175 yards, and a score. He also hit Jonathan Karstrand on a 29-yard TD reception. Up next, Brooks, Saturday, EP. Jaquette McLennan, 17 and 75-yard TD receptions for the Mustangs. The Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. We're going to give it to the Lamont quarterback, Zach Brassow. Completed 21 of 32 passes for 249 yards and a touchdown to lead the Indians to a 23-19 win over Richards. $25 gift card from Labriola Bakery Cafe to Zach. The Lisa Thomas Lawn Team Club Player of the Week, Sandburg Girls Cross-Country Runner Carly Krull finished 15th at the Class 3A state meet, tops among local participants. She'll get a nice goodie bag from Lisa Thomas Salon. And the Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse Coach of the Week. Got to give the Lincoln Way West coach Dave Ernst. Warriors advance into the 5A quarterfinal. School's only 4 years old. Quite impressive. All right, folks, we're going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. We return high and tight.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oakbrook Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut in style for just $27 and guys get a cut in style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, high and tight. Yeah, I hear it from parents all the time. Oh, my kid's a Division I athlete, no matter what position he plays. Here, I have a little suggestion for parents who think their kids are Division I athletes. Go to Linkaway West at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Watch Joliet Catholic. Ty Isaac, one of their running backs, you can't miss him. You'll spot him a mile away. Going to USC, that's a Division I running back. And then after that game's over, scoot right down to Oak Forest, okay, and check out Lamont and Oak Forest, and take a look at Lamont offensive lineman Ethan Posick, who's going to LSU. 6'7", about 300 pounds, and is agile. He's a freak. So that's Division I type of prospects for you, okay? All right, folks, hope you enjoyed the show. Get out to one of these games this weekend. We'll see you next week.